those raindrops. Big bank plays on FaceTime. Squad ain't with me, then it ain't right. Ay, 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 ay.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take your man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Heavy lay, waist snatch, back straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine. Jumping on my, that's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a, he said it's a, them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. Why you was sleeping on me? I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. Baby, take it. Everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you gon' your man with my name in your mouth? I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back.
and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
My phone still echo, the feds won't let go. Money never sleeps when you're the Black Gordon Gecko. They waiting on the retro. Sixes. I feel special. Resale and I never pay retail. My shoebox money afforded me the spree wells. And that then courted me a V12. Avoid the phones if it's sounding like a seashell. Too much clicking in the connection. Connect the dots with my connect for my protection. Face to face, I place my like a drive-through. Feeling, you know how I do. Push.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phone.
Too many handle business on my own, cause you ain't right, and that's I don't condone. I got homies behind the wall wishing they was home. They got jammed up, kept discussing business on the phone. But Scotty, boy, we 200 bands off them $20 flips. I'm going by myself when it's time to up. That way police don't have a clue when turn up. I'm dolo when I'm out making different moves. Pull up to the shop just to pick and choose. I'm that, don't get confused, cause even when the prayed I didn't lose. Machine.
I done seen the best of them jammed up. 25 to life and they can't stop. Never met a man that they can't talk. We're talking on the phones, they can hear us. 7 in the morning and they in my home. My bank account's froze, what is going on? Why it all start going wrong? From talking on the phones.
I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I up it, I'ma squeeze. Bad companies, bad for your company. Bad companies, bad for your company. Company in the ski mask in case you come for me. Got it in the ski mask in case you come for me. When I say I got beef, they don't want no beef. When they say they got beef, they don't wanna eat. If you said they want, they don't want no steam. Put it on it. Had a bachelor's degree, PhD while selling. Fix the face and fix the weed. Now working on the self-esteem. Hit a block, yo this flock. Where you at? Pin it. My new map location be the block on the app.
Any money in company, nah, baby. I don't need no the company. You can't hang, baby. We don't want you around here. Ice on my neck and it's froze. Santa's reindeer. You got bad. It's the same here. Bad company, little bro. You can't hang here. Getting money, so the keep on coming. Phone ringing, so you know the jumping. They looking at me. He owe me some money. Hit him with the night crumping. Why they playing games? They don't want no problems with me. My got good. I know I brought them. Might not hit a bad. Someone tell them. Well, opposition, they move wrong. So I
dark shades, too much. I could barely see them. Acting brand new, like I don't see it when I do. Who them folks? Who want too close? Give me room, phony folks. Play it close, do the most, don't they? Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad company, that's bad for your company. Bad cow disease, now you in a ton of beef. Tuck underneath my new blue dungarees. Flintstone, bust down, color Murakami. Fruity Pebble, Basil, Wilma, Betty, Fred, and Barney. Bad, from out of town, I think she model Abercrombie. Wrist game, Lucky Charmy, told my jeweler, leprechaun. I'ma come clean, I got beef. Paranoia got me rolling on my sleeves. Okay, hating cause I'm upping up the fees. Whole team got these on their teeth all day. I got so much beef, I could barely sleep. Paranoia got me losing on my Z's all day. Good Lord, mama praying on the knees all day. If you still frontin' when I upped it, I'ma squeeze.
What's that on that beat?
Addicted to ballin', I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends. I pull up in my pants, flexing, counting my bands. Started getting money. I see how it feels to be rich. I live by the beach now. That's how I should live. Since I was a toddler, I knew that I would become this. I cannot move slow. That's a big no. Gotta chase this money, bankroll after big bankroll. I must get this money. I must get this money. I must get this money, get this money, get this money. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Got 100, I need bands. Now look at my dance. What is my jam? Run and get you that bands. Turning that party up. Used to have a my Nautica. You know the money be calling up. Friend, I'm tryna all of ya. Talking about he ballin', watch this. Started let me too quick. Went to Oakland with a few. Took him out your break. Yeah. Imagine what I paid for the rollie. Still from the police. 24 carats on my Kobe. That for the homies.
I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my cash. The money is calling. Got bands, got bands, got bands. I'm addicted to ballin'. I'm addicted to ballin'. I have to get my ends.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got a talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of abusing this deer. I hate to do with no plans. Now I usually get near. Oh, my ex are her man. Cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting our time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. Your girl has been calling for days. I get in all different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We live like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days. I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like. None of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation, yeah, we like. Your girl has been calling for days. like we on a vacation.
I sound it.
Okay, I'm back to school, you. This is open campus. This is, I should slap it open-handed. Tough life, I told her motto, she need lower standards. Asked her if she had a twin, I feel like Joey Tanner. Big spender, Kris Jenner, I promote the family. Kardashian, see the benzo, she like, oh, it's happening. Think she called me, cause she never knew her daddy. And my all black, Rhythm Nation, Janet, boy, don't make me Jackson. Bodily, was underground, was underground. Frontin' like a ride with the mob. Why shouldn't I charge me, myself, and I? Play the odds, a yes man, it's just a bobblehead doll. Holler them all. Strutting like Pac out the court, hop out the Porsche. Shake that, got that on menu, the a la carte. Boy, I had to make my point about this wave. Watch for the sharks bounce. I gave it up and talking Cuban links. Tell her ain't no weak link in my Cuban link. Only like my age. We was gangin' since the platinum FUBU days. I got dreams of being Hova out your movie, yay. Listen, babe, so good you'll think I'm cool with yay. Okay, my diamonds dancing, I could Lisa Ray. Life is hard, but it's easy being truthful, baby. For real, overload. This is like I got like my pinky. Money, baby, we don't pay, it ain't ours. Bet it back, I bet I match it like the same style. Chopsticks for beef from shutting PF chains down. I gave you prophecy, my first one, then you lamed out. Luckily, sold, but it wasn't for me. Still the flow raw, peep the way I bubble in these streets. Who can with me?
Nikki, baby.
Go.
They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I be out on a late night, opposite a play fight. See slime break night, this break night. My wristwatch is like a brake light. And you can get it right on your gravesite. So tell me something I don't know. $50 pizza when I'm eating in Soho. I heard that you in love with the stuff in your in them. Hate me, they hate me. What should I do? Keep getting money. It's funny, I was just like you. Super Bowl Sunday. Put the facts. Security guard told Kevin Hart to relax. Oh!
Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
I reinvented myself, they sorta hated it. I reinvented myself and upgraded it. Traded in the Jews, copped a couple new ones. Lost a couple friends and got a couple new ones. Upstairs and downstairs, the balcony. These oceanside views, the alchemy. Ain't nothing crazy like the city in the summertime. So when it's winter, I still be on my summer grind.
Handle your business, handle your business.
Loyal and honor, don't break the bro codes. The Mo Red Rose, max with the rose gold. Whoever counted me out, they can't count. Oh! Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. They call a podcast Poppy. Kinkos, I see they tryna copy. Diamonds in the chains, bust down wrists. And you ain't never seen no like this. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Chillax, 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 chillax. Relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. Oh, relax, 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 relax. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. What? Tell me something I don't know. Like when it drop, whole game in the chokehold.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the race for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeit it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. With it, shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback sneakers on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on them down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah.
I just hike the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm tryna get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you tryna get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, they sleep. We wake them up, the champs is in. Yeah, yeah.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty, don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? In reply, how you put up with this song and dance, all this buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little am I looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his spaghetti. What the money and fame, the price come heavy. The price come heavy. Like Shaq attack up on a backboard. Gummy, back up on a backboard. When she asked me if I love her, I just act bored. Say loser, ask for it. Living movie, blockbuster, this ain't a rental. Talking moody, all these diamonds up in my dental. I get never minded if I offend you. I need the silence, chaos is in my mental. You need a PJ, first class, not what you went to. You need the relay, chase money like you sane. I'll give you the boat, chain, and plane. Fame name, that's insane. Pop it. You need a, in case the movies get insane. You need a ruby, the kind of jewelry that's from the rain. I'm just here to remind you, but never mommy, man. I'm here to remind you where you come from. All this peace retreat is lame done. You can never get rid of me, I live in you. Both of I offend you.
like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Tell me who the hottest that you know. If it ain't me, you Curry get the flame calling Prince Zuko. Swimming through the money like a flounder. Hold up. I just want the knowledge and the power. Hold up. Why the looking at me sour? Eat it like chowder. Rada. Never gave a about a dollar. More money mean more problems. Pray for me to fall like bottom. Cause I got it on my own with no help, man. Got a daddy, that's it, in myself, man. They need a new hope. Deal of a new. Giving out like Shaq at the free throw. Anybody wanna be ET? Man, y'all can't see me. Out of my league, you pee-wee. Pocket too big, Rakishi. Pocket too big, they sumo. Pulling card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Pull card like Uno. Flip like judo. You act too kudo. You and her no Chad Hugo. Pocket too big, they sumo. 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 Money doubles up like a duo. I just want the yen and the euro. The game up and leave my kids like judo. Money come around like a Hoover. Making free bands in the future. Pockets on the look super. Bills will be blue slot Cooper. Money on my mind just like a tumor. Spread my money out and then I call that a rumor.
The NFL on EA Sports is in the Steel City at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. Here's the former Auburn kicker Daniel Carlson to get this one started. And we are underway from Heinz Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. They start with a give to counter. And a nice spin into some open field. The 40. The 30. A big play there on the first play of the game. 67 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On first down, it's Roethlisberger. This will be caught at about the 5. And it's a fumble. And the Raiders have recovered.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this first quarter. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. So after the fumble recovery, it's Carr. And this is caught by Martavis Bryant. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Carr to throw on 2nd down. Rolling to his left. He completes it to Jordy Nelson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27.
And Derek Carr just keeps improving. He can be dangerous not just inside the pocket, but we see here, outside of it as well.
Kid born in California, played his high school ball in Texas, had quarterback written all over it. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. To throw is Carr. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down. And hindsight 2020, I think they probably should have gone for the field goal, right?
The 3 points would look really good right now, but I think what we just saw there, analytics really starting to creep into the game because more and more teams are saying the more you go for it, the better your odds of getting it, the better your odds of scoring 6 points instead of 3. They took a chance there. It just didn't pay off.
Yeah, right here, the anti-analytics guys go thumbs up. Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. On the left side, it's McDonald. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. From midfield now, here's Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He gets it to Brown. Complete. Past the 20. 10. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Antonio Brown. 50 yards. Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
Well, partner, go ahead and strike up the band, cue up the dance moves. AB is in the end zone yet again, and that's not a surprise at all. His ability to turn something into a bigger play after the catch, that run after catch, one of the things that helps separate him as one of the elite receivers in the NFL.
So out come the Raiders. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. A good pickup there, a 22.
694. 29. 29.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
Low. 694. Purdue.
To throw again, Carr. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Numbers-wise, another great season for Brown. Over 100 catches, nearly 1,300 yards, 15 touchdowns. But, yes, there was some late-season drama, was there not?
There was, and that has the Steelers, it sounds like.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now after the INT, it's Carr. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Hurry up, let's go!
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 21.
29.
to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And avoids the contact by sliding. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he's trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned.
Pressure comes and the Steelers take him down. Javon Hargrave able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. On second down, here's Carr. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Throwing on first down is Carr. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Looking to throw on second down. Carr. Over the middle, complete. It's Bryant. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Martavis Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And McDonald here over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here we go on 4th down with Roethlisberger. And they get to him with the pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. This is caught. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Heinz Field after this. They'll run for it with Lynch. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Later, 9. Get set. Get wide, 8. 7:34. Watch 98. Watch 98.
Throwing now is Carr. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Sean Davis with a pick. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10. And he's in for 6, a Steeler touchdown. Those free safeties, they get to sit back there if they've got good pass rushers like this team does. Read like a book. He read it like a book and took it in for 6.
And if they use their eyes well and their anticipation skills, they can make big plays, just as what we saw. A free safety's dream. Follow the football, go to it, and take it the other way.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 14-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. Darren Waller, 73 yards. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
there's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, whether they want to let their return guy touch it.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? The offense take care of the defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's Roethlisberger. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's fourth down. The Steelers call here on the Aussie, Australian-born Jordan Berry now to punt this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. And now here come the Raiders. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5. Here's Carr to throw. Going for the deep ball. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
OP, 734.
The final shot here before half for Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Here's Connor. A good move on the carry, but still brought down just inside the 40. It was Maurice Hurst who got him down.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. In for the score. And the interception by the Steeler Dean leads to a touchdown. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. He's going to sling this deep. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Carlson now to add the extra point. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And we are tied at 21. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. Now been hit, and he lost the football. It's loose, and his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
It should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Into the red zone, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And a forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Raiders. Carlson on for the PAT. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Carlson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. On the crossing route, complete. That's McDonald. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A good pick up there of 20 yards. Roethlisberger now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to float this over the middle deep, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Steelers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Roethlisberger will stay out there, and they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll indeed go for it with Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
It's just been one mistake after another on the offensive side of the ball. That's now 3 interceptions to go along with 2 fumbles for them. And if you're going to turn the ball over 5 times in a game, your chances to win have to be about 100 to 1. And it's not looking good for them here.
And they'll run it here. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Now Carr throwing on 2nd down. They dump it off to Lynch. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 4 on the play, and just like that, it's 3rd down. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Raiders with a lead and the football here as we get ready to start quarter number 4. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, 7:34. Get down, 180.
To throw, it's Carr. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. He's been big, 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. Carr now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Carr gives to Marshawn. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Carr to throw on second down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll go down at the 28. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Daniel McCullers in on the stop. To throw on second down, Carr. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Trying to get it there to Martavis Bryant. And it's third down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Now Carr. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. A 3rd down, he tried to stay in bounds, did all he could. He caught it, but was led a little bit too far.
Yeah, and that's always difficult, isn't it? Because you know half of your body is trying to stay behind while the other half is reaching out, trying to catch the football. The top half worked. It was the bottom half that was in question.
The kick by Carlson is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, the juke. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A good pickup there, 26 yards. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now Roethlisberger. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Gary and Conley. There he goes, right side. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. They'll try and run it here. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Steelers' offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. Sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the...
There he goes, left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. A big play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to close the gap just a bit. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step one, the touchdown. You need a two-point conversion here, don't you?
You do, and as you continue to look ahead, if they're able to get that, somehow get the ball back and get another score, they have to go for two again. That's why teams are practicing multiple two-point plays.
We saw that Super Bowl 51 with the Patriots getting a pair of big two-point conversions. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Carr going to throw here. And Bryant's got it over the middle. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6:37. Now, you ready?
Carr to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Cameron Hayward getting him once again. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Back to throw, Carr. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Darren Waller, 30 yards. And the Raiders...
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. That's just what I say. I said, babe, it's. He said, it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? When I look at my snap, I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. They be late, waist snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Babe, back on money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me. And I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway. Looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. Money back, money back, money back, woo. Money back, money back, money back. And with me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids. And they so don't be.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Nick Chubb, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Stephon Tuitt came out of Notre Dame as another one of those really tall defensive ends, and you just wonder, would they be able to have the leverage to bend and make plays? I think he just gave us an answer with that tackle.
Here's Mayfield. He's got it complete to Braxton Miller. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth. Well, so much for picking it up on the ground on third down. Third play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. A Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And it was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. The give is to Bell. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down. Here's Bradford. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. The crowd maybe losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. A beautiful spin and room to run. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he's going to take this one down to about the 46-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going, runs like that.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator, Antonio Callaway. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the early lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now. But the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak. Got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
So on the big tight end, Holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without Holding.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Bradford now. Throw left side complete. It's James. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Emmanuel Agba. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
And instead, they want to throw it off play action. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 6 to start things out.
Detroit! Detroit! Back 99 Philly, here we go!
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. That's complete over the middle to Callaway. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
It's always a good play when you're able to bat a ball away or down, because if you actually tip it in the air, now the offense is getting a second shot at catching the football, or another receiver may come along and grab it out of the air and turn it into a big play. So if you make a play on the ball, make sure it's knocked away or down. Otherwise, it could be some jeopardy.
Miller with 1st down and more. He's got it. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route run.
And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Duke Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Solid job up front, really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run, end result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Steelers set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, Probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. First down, Bradford. Now a hit, and the ball comes out. Bradford's lost it, and I think the Browns got it. They did.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Johnson. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. They'll run with Marshall. And an alley to run. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Keith Marshall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now 21-0. Gold now out to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. The first down throw for Bradford. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Throwing, Bradford, and he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Bradford to throw it. And this is going to be intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
All right, work with me, partner. This is the classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. This is Marshall. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
All right, now look at 56.
Right back to him on first down. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Watch it now, Barney.
On second down, here's Yeldon. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Gone!
2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. They keep it with Yeldon on first down. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here, because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. A give. This is Chubb. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Lucky 56.
From the gun, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Antonio Callaway, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Gold with the extra point, and a rout is on here in this first half. Gold now out to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the...
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
A first down carry now for Yeldon. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Here's a give to Yeldon. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Yeldon. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
He's going to get it running right. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Definitely be a disappointment to come out of this starting position with just 3 points. They need to try to dial something up now, 3rd and 10. And here's Marshall. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. On the return, it's Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. To throw, Bradford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 41. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something. Some spark somewhere, and so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
While we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore, I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion, and both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, it's Dobbs. Steps away. Now he's going to he rifles one that's intercepted. T.J. Green with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the... yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Christian Kirksey in there to record another sack. Their 6th of the afternoon. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Working out of the gun, Bradford. And this is incomplete. He was looking to hit his running back, Le'Veon Bell, that time. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
3rd and long for Bradford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. Derek Kindred there to get a hand on that one.
I know it's hard to see inside the face mask of the defender right now, but I'm willing to guess that there's a nice little grin on his face because to make that type of a play downfield, you wonder if you're going to be able to make it. You know that if you don't make it, it's a big play that you're giving up. But when you do bat the ball away and you come back and you embrace your teammates, that's a lot of momentum you're bringing back to the huddle. Now you feel like they can't complete anything when they don't hit deep shots.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Room to run inside the 40. And he cuts it right sideline. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. Trying to turn the corner, but he's going to be stopped right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
And that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
And Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Can this defense hold him out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run for it with Marshall. And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. The run is turned away on 4th and goal from the 2. And the Steeler defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll try and get the running game going with Bell. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Out of his end zone, Bradford got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon, and he'll take this one up to about the 6-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. Now Landry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
Hey, a simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
And this time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed, and he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Finds a seam inside the 40. And a cut to the sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns continue to roll. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Gold now out to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, nice spin.
Oh, that brought back bad memories.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now out come the Steelers. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Wide open receiver complete. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Bradford. Over the middle. Hauled in by Smith-Schuster. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
83 yards receiving now for him on the afternoon as he's got a 1st down here.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Bradford. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent, and they have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him running left. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
What a game this defense has played. They're pitching a shutout, so it'd be fun to watch down the stretch to see if their defensive coordinator continues to be as aggressive as he's been all game long.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another stop on 3rd down, and this defense still hasn't allowed a touchdown to this point.
Oh, that's offline. He hooked it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So we would have figured that one to be 3 points in the bank, but this game, can be unpredictable at times.
Yeah, he knew he needed to pull it ever so slightly to get it going in the right direction, but he seemed to put a little too much on it. And from short range, that is a bad miss for an NFL kicker.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play that time out of Chubb. 49 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now a handoff to Yeldon. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Gun! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
They'll run it again with Yeldon. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. To the right side and complete to Njoku. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His throw incomplete. Landry the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion.
No, check.
Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. And it's caught. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Steeler offense now, ready to see what they can do here. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now?
And now here is another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And Callaway taking it in left side. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now Mayfield, screenplay, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. Completion left side to Miller. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Well, the lead late in the 4th, but Mayfield's going to throw it. That's Njoku over the middle. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there, a 22. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
Handoff comes to Chubb. And a short gain here down to the 22. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on 3rd and a tough 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal.
Check.
They'll give it to Chubb. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head.
But that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other after this one.
In that case, run it up.
Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for Cleveland, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a match